So let's see who his mystery opponent is tonight.
His mystery opponent?
Oh, I see what you did there. You used his name in a pun. It's because you're a dad now, right?
It is, and there is nothing that says I'm a dad more than wearing a fedora with cut off sleeves.
Welcome back to another installment of Royally Rumbled's 2008 Universe Mode. My name is Jordan.
I'm Robert, and we are 3 weeks away from the biggest party of the summer in 2008, SummerSlam.
That's right. We are building our shows, both Raw and SmackDown respectively, towards SummerSlam. It's a joint pay-per-view. We're having a Money in the Bank match. And tonight, our main events are qualifying matches.
Yeah. We got to select the superstars that will be participating in our Money in the Bank match at SummerSlam. So, Raw this week is heading on down to Georgia like the devil. After the confusion last week, Jeff Hardy came to me directly and said that he was putting his title on the line for sure in the opening bout on Raw this week in an Intercontinental Championship Open Challenge. And I said, okay, but be careful what you wish for. Answering that challenge was one half of Air Boom, Kofi Kingston. Kofi is coming off a big loss in the tag division, but hopes to pick up a victory here in the Intercontinental Championship Open Challenge. Both Kofi and Jeff use their chaotic styles to try to disorient one another. Tons of fast action and quick-paced maneuvers. Jeff goes for a twist of fate, but Kofi reverses with a spinning heel kick, which busts the IC champion open. Jeff eventually connects with a twist of fate, but Kofi kicks out at 2.5. Both men really want this title. Jeff goes for a swanton bomb, but Kofi catches him in midair with a Trouble in Paradise. He covers Jeff, but Hardy kicks out at 2. Kofi calls for another and connects with a second Trouble in Paradise. He covers again, but Hardy will not give up. Kofi successfully hits his comeback and calls for and hits a third Trouble in Paradise. But Jeff Hardy kicks out again. The Intercontinental Champion may not be human. Jeff counters with a jawbreaker and hits an alley-oop bomb on Kofi. Jeff locks in a figure 4, but Kofi gets out of it. They fight on the outside until Jeff knocks Kofi down with a sit-out jawbreaker. They finally get back into the ring, and Jeff connects with a twist of fate. He covers Kofi Kingston for the 3 count. In match 2, we have Mickie James taking on Ashley. Before the match, women's champion Michelle McCool came out to sit at ringside to observe this match, possibly getting into Mickie's head even further. Mickie looks fantastic. She gets in a good amount of offense at the start, but Ashley fights back and eventually knocks Mickie out of the ring. Mickie whips Ashley into the corner, but McCool distracts Mickie long enough for Ashley to attack. McCool laughed and left ringside. Ashley tossed Mickie back into the ring to hit a spear and spinebuster. Ashley connects with a middle rope elbow drop for the pinfall victory. In match 3, we get CM Punk versus a returning Carlito. Punk starts the match off hot by dodging a kick from Carlito with a big kick of his own. Punk hits a Hurricane Rana, and Carlito answers with one of his own. Carlito goes for a drop kick, and Punk counters, but then Carlito counters Punk's drop kick. Both men are desperate for a victory here. Punk locks in a triangle choke, but Carlito is able to escape after slamming Punk down. Carlito takes advantage as the match continues and hits a brain buster and goes for his comeback, but Punk catches Carlito in midair as he runs for a crossbody and lands a backbreaker for a 2 count. Punk hits a GTS and covers Carlito, but is only able to get a 2 count. Punk rallies back and hits his comeback, but Carlito manages to counter Punk and connects with the backstabber to pin CM Punk and win his first match on Raw. After the match, MVP came out to attack Punk as he was recovering in the ring. Their blood feud clearly far from over. In match 4, we get Triple H versus the World Heavyweight Champion Rey Mysterio. Randy Orton joins Triple H's corner before the match. And if you remember last week, Rey Mysterio joined Marcus Corvan's corner. So a little bit of a returning the favor here. Triple H hits a spinebuster followed by a pedigree, hoping to capitalize on the distraction. But Rey kicks out. Mysterio fires back, and as he's building momentum, Orton trips him, allowing Triple H to gain an advantage, although just momentarily. Rey is able to hit a 619 and follows it up with a frog splash, but only gets a 2 count as the game kicks out. Triple H hits a pile driver on Rey, and Rey kicks out at 2. Rey fights back with a spinning wheel kick, a second 619, and another frog splash to finally put away Triple H. So a lot of hot action here on Raw already, but the main event is not going to disappoint.
That's right. We said earlier that we are having Money in the Bank qualifying main events. And Robert, you're doing things a little differently than how I did. What's going on with your main event tonight?
SmackDown's got singles matches, and I decided to get some more people involved, open up some opportunity, and go triple threat qualifiers. But there is a unique opportunity available for those who do not win here.
Interesting. Interesting indeed. So who do we have in your Raw main event?
We have the person who beat the Intercontinental Champion last week, Umaga. We have the person who lost to the Intercontinental Champion 2 weeks ago, Mark Henry. And we have somebody who's an up-and-comer on Raw with recent wins in the tag division, Dolph Ziggler.
And somebody's gonna get their ass kicked, Robert, because Mark Henry is making his way to the ring.
It is a virtual guarantee that when the world's strongest man comes through that curtain, somebody gonna get their ass whipped.
Now, Mark Henry, like you said, was defeated by the Intercontinental Champion Jeff Hardy a few weeks ago, and he's been kind of outsmarted at every turn by Jeff Hardy.
He has, and I feel like offering him this opportunity will give him a shot at Jeff again in the future. So I'm looking to see Mark Henry make a statement here. And it's really the ball's in his court, you know. I keep handing him chances. We're going to see if he could turn them into something. And here comes Dolph Ziggler, one half of the tag team Ziggler and Morrison. And they've been on a tear recently as well, making a statement in the tag division. So I figured, why not give one of those guys a shot in the Money in the Bank qualifiers?
I like it. A few weeks ago, John Morrison actually defeating Shelton Benjamin in singles action. And now Dolph Ziggler gets a chance to perhaps enter into the Money in the Bank match at SummerSlam.
And at this point in his career, be a huge opportunity for him. And, I just want to see some of the younger guys who've been at the kind of the mid to bottom of the roster make a statement, make an appearance, and make their mark.
Well, Ziggler's always been known to leave an impression, so let's see if he can do that tonight.
And finally, the third of the triple threat match here is the Samoan Bulldozer Umaga, who last week seemed to misunderstand the Intercontinental Champion Championship Open Challenge. And it unfortunately didn't fall in his favor, so I did him the favor as a return here to give him an opportunity. But the thought of Umaga in the Money in the Bank match is terrifying.
Terrifying to every other competitor in that match, but first he's got to go through Mark Henry and Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah, it didn't make it easy on him, but I did offer him the chance to get there.
I love the idea of a triple threat match, and this is a very interesting combination. And there's Umaga and Mark Henry are trying to knock each other over while Ziggler celebrates and taunts.
Yeah, Ziggler wanted no part of the hoss fight that was happening on the other side of the ring, apparently.
And he just got a backbreaker for his troubles.
Yeah. Umaga here, the only man standing right now. Ziggler obviously able to get over on him there. And here comes Mark Henry, who misses wildly with a clothesline.
And Ziggler is using his momentum to his advantage here. But, and there's Mark Henry throwing Umaga down.
I believe I just heard him say, "That's what I do."
That makes sense. He does throw people down quite a bit. Umaga back up to his feet, and Mark Henry is down and out of the ring.
Ooh, quick cover. And Ziggler able to get the shoulders up, and Umaga looking to just overwhelm Dolph Ziggler here now that Mark Henry is out of the ring.
I know, and we said that Umaga has a win against Jeff Hardy last week, and a victory here is going to go such a long way because it's going to secure him a spot in the Money in the Bank ladder match at SummerSlam.
Mark Henry with a cover, and not even a 1 count there as Umaga gets the shoulders up. But I love the idea of Mark Henry versus Umaga, and then add to that the speed and agility of Dolph Ziggler into this match. I think it's a really interesting dynamic that we're watching play out here.
Absolutely, and there's no face-heel dynamic here. They're all heels, so you're getting a very interesting combination.
Yeah. None of these guys care about what the fans think. They are only out for themselves. And Mark Henry just powerbombed Umaga with authority. And scoop slam. Oh, my God.
And
now he's...
headbutts a la Junkyard Dog there.
But Ziggler able to break it up, and Mark Henry pops him in the face with a right hand.
No, but there's Ziggler turning it around and dropping him for that reverse DDT, and now Henry's on the outside.
Again.
Famouser
by Ziggler.
Uh-oh, Henry's
Could
down.
Could this be it?
Cover. 1, 2.
No, Umaga gets the shoulders up, and Ziggler almost stole one here.
And Henry goes for that right hand, but Ziggler counters.
I have to say, Ziggler winning would be an upset, I believe. And a zigzag on Henry. Uh-oh. I may have spoken too soon.
Ziggler covers.
1, 2, 3. Oh, my God. Dolph Ziggler with the heist of the century. Stealing the triple threat match, punching his ticket to Money in the Bank, and pinning Mark Henry.
Incredible action here on Monday Night Raw. Like we said, Umaga and Mark Henry squaring up, the two hosses that they are. But at the end of the day, Dolph Ziggler's the one going to SummerSlam.
Yeah. Are you a Godzilla fan? Because that was like a kaiju fight.
But you said that there would be a unique opportunity for the losers, so I'm very interested to see what that's going to be.
I guess you'll just have to keep watching. And then he hits a zigzag out of nowhere.
And drags him in towards the center of the ring, right next to Umaga there.
And Umaga was stirring, but just was not able to get to his feet in time to break up the pin attempt.
Dolph Ziggler dragged him from his peripheral.
Yeah. Ziggler steals one here, and he is headed to SummerSlam, the first on Raw to do so. So Dolph Ziggler steals one. Incredible triple threat match, fast-paced, hard-hitting match. Ziggler punching his ticket to Money in the Bank at SummerSlam, the first superstar on Raw to do so, but there are at least 2 more qualifying matches and for sure 1 more triple threat next week. But earlier in the show, we saw CM Punk lose to Carlito and then get beat down by MVP for his trouble. Ashley beat Mickie James with the help of Michelle McCool on the outside. We also had Rey Mysterio beat Triple H in a non-title match where Randy Orton was at ringside providing some weird, we don't know what is going on with the 3 of them yet. They keep fighting one another and nobody's really coming out on top except Rey, really, but he's the World Heavyweight Champion, so who wouldn't expect that? And speaking of champions, Jeff Hardy successfully defends his Intercontinental Championship against Kofi Kingston in an incredible match. But that was probably the last of the open challenges, if I'm being honest.
You think Jeff Hardy learned his lesson after getting the fight of his life between Umaga last week and then Kofi Kingston this week?
I think so. Jeff's on the ropes a little bit, so we'll see how that fares for him next week.
Well, before we get to next week, we have one more stop in New Orleans where we will get Friday Night SmackDown.
Exciting. New Orleans is my favorite place to go.
The first match on SmackDown saw Sabu take on Mr. Kennedy. Sabu started things off with a frantic assault to Ken Kennedy. He tossed him to the outside, but Kennedy's able to bring the fight back into the ring, where he took over. Kennedy lands a Green Bay plunge, but to everyone's surprise, Sabu kicks out. Sabu continues to try fighting back, but Kennedy cuts him off at every turn. Sabu's finally able to mount some offense, including a triple jump moonsault, but Kennedy takes control after a botch from Sabu and connects with a second Green Bay plunge. Unfortunately, Sabu is injured and the referee, not Charles Robinson, throws up the X and the match is stopped. Kennedy wins by default. Match 2 was Falls Count Anywhere, as Big Show and Kane did battle one more time. Neither man even attempted to go for a pinfall at first. They both dished out some punishment to the other, hitting power move after power move. Big Show connected with a spear and covered, but Kane kicked out. Before Kane could inflict any more damage on the world's largest athlete, Big Show delivered a WMD to put Kane down for a 3 count. Match 3 was Divas champion Melina versus Tori Wilson. Before the match, Beth Phoenix made her way out to ringside to sit near commentary during Melina's match. Melina is firing on all cylinders. She's outperforming Tori on every level. She hits a big spear and then reverses an Irish whip into the corner. But Beth winds up distracting the Divas champion, leaving her open to an attack from her opponent. Tori mounts a comeback, which Melina eventually counters, and Melina hits the last call to pin Tori Wilson. We had to cut SmackDown short for the NBA games going on in 2008 at this time, but never fear, because we still have an exciting main event for you tonight, as we have the Money in the Bank qualifying match, the last one for SmackDown, as The Miz takes on a mystery opponent.
And the first guy out is The Miz. You said that he has a mystery opponent here. Ooh, Miz donning the fedora.
Well, I mean, his time with Cena's over, so The Miz is back in the chick magnet attire.
Nice.
So 2008 here in New Orleans, Louisiana, The Miz makes his way out to the ring, and last week had some choice words to say after attacking the United States champion Shawn Michaels from behind with a chair prior to their match. Miz went on the mic, he went on and said that he's only solely focused on Money in the Bank. He doesn't have any qualms, so let's see who his mystery opponent is tonight.
His mystery opponent?
Oh, I see what you did there. You used his name in a pun. It's because you're a dad now, right?
It is, and there is nothing that says I'm a dad more than wearing a fedora with cut-off sleeves. Miz wasn't a dad yet, though.
Not yet. Not nearly quite.
You
yet.
think if you told Miz in 2008 that he would have 2 children with Maurice, he would have told you to shut up?
No, I think he would have believed you. He would have absolutely believed you.
The arrogance of the Miz would have been like, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Got it.
He'd be
All
like,
right.
look at me.
I'm the son of Mr. Miz, goddammit.
Oh my god! His opponent is Christian.
Nice. Interesting.
Captain Charisma. And now Christian had an opportunity at the Great American Bash in a losing effort to Chris Jericho after brawling on the outside of the ring in their Falls Count Anywhere match. But here, Christian gets another opportunity to prove himself worthy. I mean, the fans love him.
I mean, he's of the peeps. He's for the peeps, by the peeps.
Absolutely he is. And tonight he looks to shut The Miz up. And the winner here will advance and join Edge and Mr. Kennedy in the Money in the Bank ladder match, along with Raw's Dolph Ziggler.
Very, if Christian is able to win here, it would look like the deck is stacked against Raw in that Money in the Bank match, because Edge and Christian combined and individually have an insane amount of experience in ladder matches, and that is ultimately what Money in the Bank is. But that's not if Miz has something to say about it, and here we go.
What a jawbreaker from The Miz, starting off hot here on SmackDown. And Miz has some pretty big victories. He's beaten John Cena, technically. He's beaten The Undertaker.
Yeah.
So Miz winning here wouldn't be that much of a surprise.
No, but I definitely think it would still be considered an upset.
And Miz gouging at the eyes of Captain Charisma and hits that float over neck breaker.
You can't gouge the eyes of Christian. He wouldn't be able to see his peeps.
How the hell is Christian going to be able to see his peeps?
You can't gouge the eyes of the man of the peeps. Those are his peepers.
Jeepers creepers. Where'd you get those eyes? And there's Miz.
Back to the action in the ring now as Christian reverses and knocks Miz on his back.
And Christian, like I said, came very close to defeating WWE Champion Chris Jericho in what was Jericho's last match that we've seen him in.
Yeah.
Cover. Jericho has stated that he is not appearing on SmackDown until a worthy challenger is crowned. There's going to be more on that in the coming weeks. But here, we're finishing up Money in the Bank, the qualifying match, as Miz is just taking the fight to Christian.
Yeah, speaking of moron, there's Miz leaning in the corner, taunting a little bit, and he's really taking it to Christian here. It doesn't look like Christian was prepared for this at all, even though he was the surprise. You would think that Miz would be the one that would be underprepared for this, not knowing who he's going to face.
Well, the Miz, clearly cocky as ever, and he's not letting anything discourage him and get in his way. He's stated it time and time
another
again.
cover.
But Christian kicks out. And now Miz doesn't know what to do.
Yeah, Miz definitely walking the walk after talking the talk. And here comes Christian. Maybe he's going to fire back. Another neck breaker there. And Christian really focusing on Miz's neck.
And Christian lifting him up and dropping him down with a facebuster. And now Christian setting things up, going to the top rope.
Looking for that frog splash. There it is. Christian connects with the frog splash, but doesn't immediately go for the cover. It looks like he wants to hit the kill switch.
He's setting him up. Can he flip it? And
there
he does. Kill switch connects. Christian covers. 1, 2. No.
Miz kicks out. See, I preferred when that move was called the unprettier, but that's just me.
Same, honestly. And Christian again with a diving headbutt this time. And Christian's just on a roll.
He is reveling in the peeps' adulation.
Well, it's because he could see them. The Miz was unsuccessful in gouging his eyes out.
There goes that patented Miz neckbreaker combination.
And a cover. Miz almost had it there. I think he's running out of options.
Yeah, not really sure who this match is favoring. So far, they're both kind of neck and neck here.
And battling back and forth, jockeying for position. Oh,
Ooh.
and Christian sending Miz to the outside. And Christian on the top again.
He's not really known as a high flyer, but this is the third time that he's dove at Miz, and he missed.
And Miz tossing Christian back in the ring after Christian missed that double axe handle.
And speaking of not being known to be a high flyer, and Miz says no, he's not going to try it.
Miz pulling a page out of Randy Orton's book.
Not even going to attempt it.
But Christian counters and a gut buster.
Oh my God.
Drags him to the center of the ring, and a cover. Is Christian going to SummerSlam?
No, not yet, at least. And Miz may have shit himself on that gut buster. That looked like it hurt.
I can only imagine. But now Christian's hitting his comeback. Will he do it successfully? Tilt-a-whirl backbreaker connects. And Christian...
Fourth time going to the top rope here.
Christian wants into Money in the Bank, and he's willing to do anything, including a picture-perfect frog splash and a cover. 1, 2, 3.
Oh!
Miz rolling the shoulder at the very last second. Christian arguing with the referee.
Shades of Eddie Guerrero with the frog splash, and now shades of his former partner Edge with the spear. And Christian rolls over. 1, 2, 3. No doubt about it after that.
Christian does it. He's going on to Money in the Bank. He's punched his ticket to SummerSlam. Christian is going to have one more opportunity to potentially get a World Championship match.
So the SmackDown side of Money in the Bank is set.
That's right. We have Edge, Mr. Kennedy, and now Christian as the three from the Blue brand. And they are, of course, joined by Dolph Ziggler now from Raw. We have 2 more slots to fill. Lots more to come. Also on SmackDown tonight, we had Sabu get injured. Not so sure about that. Stay tuned to our Twitter account for an update on the health of Sabu. That sucks. We hate to see when a superstar's injured, but this ain't ballet. People love to say that, even though ballet is pretty difficult.
It's pretty rough. It's pretty rough too.
Yeah. So, but
they don't go through tables and shit, but it's not easy.
No,
I
mean, they
sure.
pull toenails off of their feet and stuff. It's not. Regardless,
we all saw John Wick 3. That's
anyway. So we had that Big Show beat Kane in their Falls Count Anywhere match that didn't actually leave the ring for too long. So we'll see what transpires there. And then Melina beating Tori Wilson despite Beth's efforts. You see what I did there? Yeah. So
her Beth's efforts.
It's fine. Whatever. So that was SmackDown. We are on the road to SummerSlam still, chugging along.
Yeah, we are 3 short weeks away from SummerSlam, the biggest party of the summer that's probably coming to you sometime in September, maybe October.
Yeah, we'll see. Life is weird, but we try to post weekly. So if you're enjoying the series, be sure to click subscribe so you don't miss an episode.
Yes.
Hit that notification bell as well and leave a like in...
on this video,
yeah,
and the rest of them.
All of them. Just because it'll help. The algorithms.
Jordan puts them in a fancy little playlist, so if you've missed any, go back to the last one you watched and then just catch up. Take your time, but hurry up.
Absolutely. But also, thank you so much for watching this. We very much appreciate it. If you would like, you could follow us across social media channels at Royally Rumbled, or you can follow us individually. Jordan, can be found on Twitter and Instagram at JL24FPS.
And I, Robert, can be found on Twitter and Instagram at Yesball.
That's right. So thank you again for watching. We will see you on the next episode. I'm terrible at ending these things, but...
We'll see you again soon in 2008.
There we go. Robert did it for me.